everyone! Today I'm going to do something new. I don't have a flower in mind, but I have an idea of what I want to do. For these petals I am using my template number 6, and the way that I have my templates is it's not a particular flower, but rather it's a particular petal shape. And so with each template you can make different flowers, the way they look based on how you choose the size, and the way that you prep your petal and arrange it around some base to give it a certain look. And even just using different centers can make a flower look completely different. But my templates are based on the shape, not a particular flower. So I want to do a couple of videos where I'm making some flower out of the blue. I actually not sure what it will look like, but I am definitely hoping that it does come out. So what I have again is my template number 6. It is this shape here, and my fiance says that it looks like a duck foot, so I always think of a duck foot when I see this. But I have 8 petals of the smaller shape, and then 8 petals of this larger shape. And if you are subscribed to my channel or you've been watching my videos, I have been using a hexagonal base, but for today's flower I want to use just a circle, and I believe this is a 5-inch circle. And I have a little bit of a center started. I used scraps for this one, so that's why it's pre-made. And then one 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, and I made cut lines and had my silhouette cameo do this. This would be for the flower center. You can easily do this with a pair of scissors by taking a half of 8.5 by 11 sheet, folding it in half, and using a scissor to cut those lines. But using my silhouette cameo isn't necessarily faster, but I like the nice neat lines. So I will start by prepping my petals, and one thing you can do with this one, or this particular flower, is you can do what is normally done with a pair of scissors, cut a slit, and just glue it, and then keep it in this shape, and then make a flower. What I want to do is I actually want to curl the petals in. This will give it more of a pointed triangle or cone shape. So I want to do that with all of my petals. I'm going to set those aside there. I want to curl them before I give them a cut, because I've done it before where I've made the slit, and then as I'm curling them it accidentally rips the flower. So I'll do this with all of my petals. They'll have the same look. So I just want to give it a little bit of a curl. What I'm trying to do is encourage a little bit of creativity and experimentation with these templates, or even just if you wanted to grab a pencil and piece of paper and draw your own petals and then just play around with those shapes. You can do a lot with just even a little bit of creativity. So again, as I mentioned, you could have kept them like this and then prepped your petal. You could certainly curl it as I am with a bone folder, or a glue stick, something rod shaped. You could, I'm just going off base here, but you can do different ways of curling your petals to give you a different look. I always encourage that, because sunflowers, I thought I said sunflowers. Anyway, sunflowers just look completely unique, but they have the same base petal. And this is great because then you're maximizing what you have, and you know, using that good old creativity. So that's what I really enjoy most. But for this flower, I just want to curl the petals as I'm doing now. I think this is a safer route. Maybe there will be more videos to come where I do something different. This is certainly the safe route, like I said. Alright. I do not need my bone folder anymore, but now I want to make that slit into the petals. I'll do them 4 at a time. So the slit that I just made was about 2 inches or so. And if you had made a shorter slit, maybe 1 inch, it might have been more upright in terms of the height of the petal. Because I made a longer slit, about 2 inches, if I wanted that same height, I would have to overlap the two flaps at the bottom from the slits that we made. But what I want to go for is just a nice short, sort of flat look with these petals. So you can play around with the different effects or effect that the slit makes as you're cutting. Alright, so I'm going to put this here. I do not need this scissor anymore. I'll put this aside. So again, I am making this sort of out of the blue, and I'm not sure how it will look, but I essentially want the flower to look like this. So I like it. I mean, it's a nice, safe look for now as I'm trying this out, but I want to glue the petals, 2 flaps together. I want it to overlap about maybe 3/4 of an inch. You can have it overlap even more and vary the height of the petals. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on a bunch of petals. I like to do that so that by the time I get back to the original flower petal that I had put a piece of glue on, or a piece of glue, I'm sorry, a little bit of glue on, it has cooled down considerably, and I do not burn my fingers. Because that actually happens quite a bit as you're making these flowers. You just learn not to touch it right away. But this helps, and that way I don't have to put a drop of glue and then put the glue gun back down and then fold it and then do the process over again. I like doing things in stages. It really helps make the task go by quicker. Oops, keep knocking over. I just realized I did not cut a slit. That's what happens when you put this one on top. So this one, I don't want it to be as long of a slit. Okay. Here we go. Just a little bit of glue. And you will get strings of glue. That's why I like to add the glue in circles. I just sort of swirl it around so that the strings of glue from the hot glue gun doesn't get all over the place. This reminds me of a balloon. You know how when they blow up a balloon and there's a little bit of the lip? It's really cute. Alright, I have 3 more. Okay, now all my petals are glued. I can finally start gluing them to the base. So again, what I wanted to do was start the first layer of 4 petals perpendicular to each other. So a little bit of glue there. And then straight across. Yeah, your best estimate. Great, and then the second layer, which will go in between. Something like that. So I want this one to be slightly forward or towards the center than the first layer, even though they are the same size petal. Okay, just keep going. Alright, that's the first layer of the smaller one. I'm trying to decide whether I actually want to keep adding. Yeah, I think I'll go for it. So now that I think about it, I think I have made a flower like this, but not the way that I am making it today. I guess that's what I meant about the safe route in making a flower. Although I'm doing it for the first time, like this, and I've made something similar. But I like it. I essentially added more layers, and I curled the petals a lot more than I did before. So I have a circle. I probably made it a little too big, but that's okay. I'll glue that to the center. And then I want to work on a flower center. So I have some cream cardstock that was just scraps, and I made the center out of it, and I want to add this to it. But my concern is that there's not enough room, so we will see. I'm going to set that to the side. I may only need 1 sheet. So, how do I want to do this? I think I will go for a flower center that when you have this strip, you can glue that so that it doesn't line up completely. So this edge here does not glue to the other, or this corner here does not meet with the other corner. It's actually glued about maybe 1/2 inch off. So let me try that. I'll add glue. To the strip. And without trying to burn myself. Get this to come together. Ouch. That really does hurt. Okay. Okay, so this is what it looks like. It has about half an inch there and half an inch here because I glued it sort of off key. And what I want to do is roll it around this cream center that I have here. And ouch, I just burned myself again. But be very careful. The reason why is not only is it hot, because these have slits and there's not a whole lot of room there, the glue can ooze out. And that hurts. So just roll it around the center, add glue along the way. And then a little bit of glue at the end. I cannot figure out whether I want to add one more piece or not, but I'm concerned there's not enough room. Why not? Let's go for it. Okay, so I will do that whole thing again with this sheet. I'm going to add glue a lot slower this time, so hopefully I wouldn't have to re-glue again later. So remember, I go about half an inch here off. Okay, much better. Want to loosen it up just a little. Okay, and wrap it around this. Add a little glue to start. Okay, so let's see what it looks like in here. It's not too bad. I think I would like a frillier center in the middle, but it's not bad for something just made somewhat off the cuff. So yeah, I like it. I think I would have had a bigger base and spread it out a little bit more. I tend to not particularly want something, the petals so close here. But this is, again, I was kind of making it with just a rough idea in mind, and so I think it turned out really well. So just to reiterate, this is template number 6. If you're interested, I do sell these petals, or this template for these petals. You can email me, just look at the email address in the description box below. And you can check me out on Instagram if you like. It's Pearl Paper Flowers. Thank you so much for watching.